Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. It's Tito, she a pack. Finna guaranteed, move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia a los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos adoptados. Acuérdate que ni hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye, peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just a light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
Yeah. Sound like some superhero. Some black superheroes. Oh yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind stated, and I keep a degree.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. To about the 35, second down.
Oh,
that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll work to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mariota. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL, and we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now Murray off play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Falcons at 10-5 to start play. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. On first down, going back to Patterson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Down inside the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Murray dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. From the red zone now, Mariota. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordell Patterson with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 20. He will not attempt to return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. Here's Mariota. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mariota now. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Patterson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mariota. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
3rd down, here's Patterson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now McCoy, his first throw since coming in. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Out left to Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he gets this to Thornton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Murray going to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Oh, the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Patterson running between the tackles. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Toss left side, Patterson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's got his man, Thornton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now here's Pollard. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Tony Pollard. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mariota. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Give to Patterson running to the right. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Mariota now to throw on first down. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are right back in this football game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Lorenzo Carter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Murray now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The tackle there by Ben Neiman. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Complete. Pollard. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Murray to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. To throw is Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. A handoff for Patterson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Patterson again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 127 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game. But when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Atlanta, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or he did an AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.